distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
14. He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Coming after you. Coming after you.
To throw again is Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25. Hey, 0. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill. 25.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
We got to seal. Hey. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
Second down at 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. Well. Show it up. Check. Check hot route.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
14. Who that? Top dog. Hey, check 24.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert. All day, dog. 49, check 49. He's coming.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Again, Murray will keep it. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Lenzen. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Rodgers. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. There. We go. Check 3. Check your hot reach.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Murray now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 2nd and 9. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 25. One pass, one pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got it complete to Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
You get blocked, you got it, got it, got it, got it.
They'll run on first down. Overstreet. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Wilson, option right. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. On third down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Murray off play action. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Cardinals on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Wilson will throw again. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They're running, man. Alert.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Don't be scared. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Overstreet. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
Let's do this.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. Powerful running, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, Overstreet. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check pass, check pass.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jordan Brooks with it.
You see it?
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree,